Hey, good morning, y'all. I want to talk to you about some faith projects. Now, faith is the substance of things hoped for, so hope for something. Believe God for something. Reach out and use your faith for it. 25 years ago, I guess it was, I had some money in my pocket. I could have gone and bought some socks, but I said, I believe I'm going to believe God for some socks. Well, a week later, somebody gave me about 5 or 6 pair of real nice cashmere socks. And the Sunday after that, a lady walked up to me and she said, "Now, Pastor, I know that you don't need this, but I was at a trade day the other day and the Lord spoke to me and told me to buy you this." Well, it was a grocery sack full of old white tube socks. Well, now, why did I need those? I had 3 teenage boys at home, and they kept coming getting my stuff because what's mine is theirs. Boy, that'll preach. What is your father's is yours. God wants you to have it. So what you need to do is make a couple of faith projects. Believe God for something that you hadn't necessarily believed before. Now, you see kind of over my left shoulder there, a bunch of old radios and instruments that came out of an airplane. Well, they're obsolete. They've got to where they don't work good anymore. They've come up with new stuff. Well, I had to believe God for new equipment. And we're not talking about $10 here. We're not even talking about $10,000 here. We're talking about a big lot of money. And I didn't have enough money to buy a tire, let alone new radios, but I believed God, and God was able to provide it. God gave me the money. I had a faith project. Listen, every car that Pat and I have ever owned was a faith project. We didn't have the money to just go down and go shopping and pick out a car. I wished I did, but I hadn't been able to do that yet. But I do have the gift of faith. Now, y'all going to get that. And with God, nothing is impossible. And Jesus said it this way: if you had faith as a greater mustard seed, you would say to this sycamore tree, "Be thou plucked up and planted in the sea," and it would obey you. I like to call that a faith project. What you need to do is say, well, I could go out and buy a bicycle if I want it, but I'm going to believe God for one. Or I could buy a new dress if I want it, but I'm going to believe God for one. And use it as a faith project because it's exciting to see what God can do in your life. And He gave you the gift of faith wherewith you can get the job done. Hey, you're not limited. In fact, we are limitless. We need to break out of this mediocre lifestyle of just barely getting by, and thank God for that, and start being in the abundant life that Jesus wants us to have. Hey, I got to go. Have a great day. Nothing is impossible to you because you are a believer and you know how to use your faith. Have a faith project. Have a great day. Remember, Jesus is Lord. Thank God the Word works.